Everyone says to eat healthy, but no one actually tells you the one rule that can actually fix your gut. It's called the 30 plant rule, meaning the goal is to get 30 different plants into your diet every week to support a healthy gut. In conventional medicine, they will often diagnose gut conditions like SIBO or GIRD, inflammatory bowel disease, or the kind of bucket diagnosis is what I call it, which is IBS. But they rarely get into the why behind some of this and why the microbiome is off in many of these different conditions. The microbiome, while it's been researched, has not really been addressed from a dietary perspective, meaning how to treat it in a way that really aligns with the foods we're eating and the way we're living our lives. In functional medicine, on the other hand, there are many different ways that we think about the microbiome. We recognize that the microbiome does play a role in inflammation and hormone balance and weight and mood and so many other conditions. However, the difference is that we will actually measure it and try to look for the imbalance. And we believe that food first is one of the ways to shift and change what your microbiome is actually doing. This is where the 30 plant rule comes into play. The 30 plant rule allows for something called microbial diversity, because what the research is actually saying is not so much about which strain is off or what strain did something, but about the total population in your gut. And the more diverse it is, just think about a big city teeming with lots of people. That's what we want your gut to look like. The more diverse it is, the better your overall health. And that's what eating healthy is all about. So let's talk about the science behind the 30 plants. So the American Gut Project, which is the largest citizen microbiome study, actually found that people who eat 30 plus plants per week have, and these are different plants, have more diverse gut microbiomes than those that eat 10 or fewer. Now that sounds super overwhelming, I know. However, 30 plants is not just limited to fruits and vegetables. So that's the good news. This also includes your whole grains, your nuts, your seeds, herbs, spices, lentils. All of that adds up to this 30 different plants per week. Each plant, remember, is feeding a different species of bacteria. So every single plant is contributing to what your gut microbiome is looking like. For example, broccoli and cauliflower are different plants. Apples and pears are different. Turmeric as a spice and black pepper are different. They all count as an individual point to get to that 30-point rule. That actually made me feel a lot better. Now, most of us are not doing 30 plants, let's be honest. In fact, as I was looking at this, I was trying to calculate, do I really do this or not? Most of us are eating about 8 to 12 foods on rotation. So many patients tell me this. I eat the same thing every day. I eat the same breakfast. I eat the same lunch. Maybe dinner might be a little bit different. Eating the same salad, just because it's a salad, does not build gut diversity. And gut diversity is what we are after when it comes to eating healthy. Another mistake is trying to really only count the vegetables, right? We just talked about that. We really want to count all of it as a part of diversity. And some of this is our Western society, right? Before, you could only get a certain number of plant-based foods at a certain season. But now that we can freeze and can and transport, we get everything all the time, which has led to the lack of microbial diversity. Finally, trying to overhaul everything at once is overwhelming. We don't want anyone to hear this and just check out. There are easy, simple ways to follow the 30 plant rule. So let's get into it. So in functional medicine, the gut microbiome, Chinese medicine, Ayurvedic medicine, holistic medicine, you name it, the gut microbiome and the gut is ground zero for your health. We can't say that enough. We've talked about it over and over again, but we know that's where we need to start. And secondly, plant diversity is how we get there. And the 30 plant rule is a great framework to begin. So here are your rules. Every different plant gets a point. Broccoli and cauliflower, like I mentioned, are two separate plants. Red and yellow pepper count differently, and every herb and spice counts individually. So maybe take a second to do a mental inventory of your own. Did you get 30 plants last week? Did it actually happen? And walk through your day. Now, here's a fun hack that I like to do and an easy way to get it in. So breakfast, for example, if you're doing your morning smoothie, throw in 4 to 5 different plants, right? So a banana in your smoothie counts, right? If you throw a little bit of spinach into your smoothie, that counts. If you throw flax seeds into that smoothie, you're already at 3 and it's only the morning. Move on into your lunch and maybe do a bowl where you have a few grains, a few seeds, some different vegetables. You're mixing and matching in those. Again, you're probably already in that day. Now we're already at lunchtime. If we do this, we are already at about 12 to 15 plants. Now we're moving into dinner. So you're halfway there and you didn't even realize it. Moving into dinner, if you do a protein with three to 4 different vegetables, that can help too. And then make your snacks plant-based as well. One hack that I personally do is I'm starting to do this midday smoothie that is a blend of at least 3 different fruits and vegetables that we have in the house. So it's a way that I can kind of up A, my fiber, and B, really try to get some variety in my diet as well. And all of that, the fiber, the different species that each plant feeds into, all of that is contributing to microbial diversity. This is important not just for digestion. It's also critical for your hormone health. It's really critical for mental health. We know that most of your serotonin and dopamine is produced in the gut. It helps the immune system. It radiates and really improves the health of your overall skin. Of course, weight is very dependent on a diverse microbiome, getting good fiber, and really helping that inflammatory load go down. So all of these work together. The 30 plant rule is something you can do, I promise. They work together to give you the diversity you need to stay healthy and to manage many of the determinants in your health. So you don't need an expensive product. Start with the 30 plant rule to really get your health back on track and get that gut to the microbial diversity where it needs to be so you can stay healthy for the long term. All right, I post new videos every week. Don't forget to like and subscribe.